In a small town in the heart of America, there was an abandoned mansion deep in the woods. The townspeople believed the mansion was cursed and that no one who entered ever returned. This legend, however, was a siren call to thrill-seeking teens. One night, a group of friends, Sarah, Jack, Emily, and Mike, decided to explore the mansion. Armed with flashlights, cell phones, and a few bottles of liquid courage, they set off. The mansion loomed before them, eerie and silent. Stealing themselves, they opened the door. Inside the mansion was a time capsule of dust-covered furniture, torn curtains, and spider webs. Determined to uncover its secrets, they split out. Jack and Sarah ventured upstairs, while Emily and Mike descended into the basement. Upstairs, Jack and Sarah discovered an old nursery filled with antique toys and books. Sarah found a dusty diary and began to read. The diary, written by a child who once lived there, spoke of nightly whispers and shadowy figures that haunted his room. Meanwhile, Emily and Mike found a dark corner in the basement. There they uncovered a hidden door. Opening it, they found a narrow, dark tunnel. They walked a bit further and reached a large room at the end of the tunnel. The room was filled with strange symbols on the wall, resembling an old ritual chamber. At that moment, Jack and Sarah heard a strange sound upstairs. As Sarah continued reading the diary, Jack followed the direction of the sound. Suddenly, the diary in Sarah's hands closed on its own, and a deep coldness filled the room. Sarah looked around for Jack, but he had vanished without a trace. In the basement, Emily and Mike had opened an old book they found in the ritual room. The book detailed dark magic rituals performed in the mansion years ago. Emily grew more frightened as she read and insisted they leave immediately. However, Mike was drawn to the book's power and refused to let it go. Suddenly, darkness engulfed the room, and Emily lost sight of Mike. Sarah, still searching for Jack, descended into the basement. When Emily and Sarah found each other, they were relieved, but Mike was still missing. Sarah found a clue connecting the diary and the book. According to the diary, a final ritual in the mansion had opened a portal through which some people had vanished. Emily and Sarah returned to the ritual room to save their friends. In the center of the room, they found an old altar. Sarah placed the diary and the book on the altar and began reciting the spell written in the book. Suddenly, the room began to shake and shadows started to form around them. At that moment, Jack and Mike emerged from the shadows. However, their faces were blank and expressionless. Sarah and Emily realized that while they had retrieved their friends' bodies, their souls were still lost in the dark portal. Sarah and Emily managed to escape the mansion, but their friends were never the same. From that day on, the townspeople were even more convinced of the mansion's curse, and no one dared to enter it again. Sarah and Emily, haunted by their experience, claimed to hear whispers among the shadows at night. The mansion's curse had never truly left them.